Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Yeah, I'm on a walkabout right now. I hope you're enjoying seeing the walkabout. I'm in Burford, England. And there are all of these crafts shops and other little fun places to get things. You know, 3 French hens dream of a better world where chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. You know, I'm thinking about the idea of walking, whether it's a chicken crossing the road or, since this is Feet Week, Old Testament passages and New Testament passages about feet and about walking. And if you've tuned in with me, you saw that yesterday I looked at a passage that talks about how our feet are symbolic of the things we do. I looked at that Leviticus passage where the priest was to have, actually this ear, on his right ear for hearing and on his hands and feet for obeying and doing the things of God. Today, I want to jump a little bit in time. I want to go to a special prayer that was offered, it's actually a praise of Hannah, the mother of Samuel. And this is found in 1 Samuel chapter 2, and it's the whole start of the first chapter, but verse 9 is the verse that talks about feet. And it's in the perspective of how God takes care of us when we are in need and we turn to Him, and when we're faithful. And it says He protects the feet of the faithful. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're faithful to God, that your feet are going to be okay, but the rest of you is going to go to rot. You got to tie this into yesterday's video thought for the day, where feet are symbolic for your walking, your working, your doing in life. And so if you're faithful to God, He guards your feet. In other words, He makes your steps productive for Him. In fact, if you look at the broader passage, you'll see He lifts up the needy. You'll see He supplies needs and wants and desires in ways that are good and productive. And so you've got within the framework of that the idea that as we're faithful to God, God is faithful to protect, I've overshot where I was going. God is faithful to protect us and what we're doing. Now let's make this practical for today, and here's where I land on it. I think that what we've got to do is commit our work to the Lord, commit our walking to the Lord through the day's activities, but not just in the sense of make a commitment, but in the sense of diligently seeking to be righteous in what we do. Because it's in righteousness that God protects us and guards our feet. The Apostle Paul said it in a different way, but made the same point when he said, don't be deceived. God's not mocked. Whatever someone sows, that also will they reap. You reap what you sow. So we find in this Old Testament concept the plea for us to walk in righteousness and see if God doesn't protect our steps, protect and guard our feet. That's what He'll do. So you want to accomplish something today for God? Dedicate it to Him, listen to Him, but then live righteously. It's a choice we make. Let's make it wisely, and this is your video thought for today.